Jake from Amaranthe, and you're watching RockMAP. And Denmark. We've been around for a couple of years. I think it's like 6 years now, but we've been touring for 4. We play music that has a crossover potential. Like we play a lot of metal, like the bass is built on heavy metal, but we also have a lot of pop influences and a lot of catchy choruses and stuff like that. So if you haven't heard us, check us out. No, it's going well. It's going well. A bit long. It's hard to be away from your family back home, and I have a kid, so you know, like 1 year old. So it's really hard to be away from them, both my wife and my kid. But the tour in general is going good. We have great attendance on the shows and good crowd, and it's been fun. It's been fun to see that the new album is received very well, and that the audience is singing along with the lyrics. So yeah, it's a nice tour. Even though we never have the possibility to go outside of the venue. I think this is one of the first time on the whole tour that I have not been in the bus or at the venue. So, yeah, but it's going good. It's a new venue. I've played Madrid like 10 times before, both with Amaranthe and other bands, and we always end up playing at Sala Heineken. But apparently we don't play there today, we play at this Copernico. Yeah, exactly. And it seems to be a good venue, a little bit smaller. The Madrid audience has always been really fucking crazy. I remember last time we played Sala Heineken, they were completely berserk. So no, that was good. Looking forward. We'll always like the crowd in Spain. They're always very fun to play in front of. They always come along pretty well. They did this the other day, and they were standing behind me, and I think it was Paris, and I didn't see them because I was so into what I was saying in this interview. They were standing behind me like doing la 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 la. So I had my payback time today. It's really good. And Santa Cruz are awesome guys. We were on the same label though, so we crossed paths before. And I've even toured with them when I was tour managing a Canadian band called Cobra and the Lotus. So we did a couple of shows with them 2 years ago or something like that. And they're really, really nice. And it's fun to tour with them. And Santa Cruz is also going to come to us on our US tour, which we're doing in May. So we have some time to get to know each other. They're young, they're wild, they're hungry. They have only released 2 albums, and I think that the world lies on their feet, you know, before the feet. And the worst thing with them is probably that they're Finnish. You know, like they're not Swedish. Da 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 do 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 da ba ba ba. You know, like, that makes more sense to me than Finnish.
Are you hungry for more Spain?
It's more it's more expenses because like he's drinking so many beers all the time, so it costs us shitloads of money in beer on our beer account. But on another day, I've actually stopped drinking more or less, so he can have my beers now. So it evens it out a little bit. No, but he's a great singer. It's familiar. Like he can sound like Andy did, and but he also has his own language when it comes to like his way of interpretate the old songs. But he's a more hip hop-ish, if I can use that word. He's a bit more rhythmical, and that helped us out a lot on this new album because we could do stuff that we probably couldn't do with Andy. But on the other hand, Andy had stuff that we can't probably do with Henke. So like he's doing a great job, and the new album was fantastic. It's our last album. No. It's I'm pretty proud of it. It's a bit different compared to the other two. It has some kind of other direction music-wise. It's a little bit more modern and a little bit more some influential parts where we did not have in the other ones. It's a great album. I think it's a more mature album. Not in the way that it's like more mature like Status Quo or Status Quo. Sorry. But it's modern in that way that it's timing what is happening in the music business right now. What we're going to do after the tour, we're going to tour again. We're promoting a new album, so we're home for a month, going to Minsk for 1 day. Then we'll go to the US, tour 4 weeks in the US or 3.5. Then we get home, then we tour the whole summer festivals, and then go back to the States probably, and yeah, touring. And in between there, you try to be with your loved ones and family at home as much as you possibly can. It does not really matter if you're in the States or at the moon or you're just far away from home. So it does not feel anything other than you're having a job and a gig to do.